Hey guys, it's Elliot for the Keystone Financial Academy. So clearly everyone is an individual with different approaches to life, and the road to success also winds differently for everyone who has taken it. However, when analyzing many wealthy and successful individuals, patterns start to emerge in their personal backgrounds, habits, behaviors, attitudes, and thinking. It soon becomes clear that even though these people are unique in many ways, they also have a lot of similarities. With that in mind, let's take a closer look at what habits hold true for a significant majority of successful and wealthy individuals, and also see if everyone can apply these principles to their lives to find success and wealth of their own. As always, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to smash that like button. Habit number 1. They understand the value of constant education. The vast majority of the population graduates from high school or perhaps college and declares, "I'm done." However, wealthy high achievers understand that this is only the beginning. Self-education, whether through constant reading, seminars, private consulting, or other means, is the only way to stay current, stay relevant, and build wealth. Many of today's millionaires downplay their formal education, but they never fail to learn and discover new skills and ways of doing something better, faster, cheaper, or more efficiently long after that formal education ended. If you stop learning, you stagnate, and that is something you will rarely see among the wealthy and successful. To them, self-education is a lifelong commitment, and that's certainly something worth emulating. Habit number 2. They value time above all else. The vast majority of the population does not see the concept of time like wealthy and successful people do. To most people, time is infinite, and anything that can fill up spare time, such as entertainment, is appreciated and patronized. For most people, the one item they try to conserve is money. For wealthy individuals, the most precious asset, and one they cannot get more of for any price, is time. Time allows them to not only focus on what they do best, which is growing their business and wealth, but also focus on friends and family. Any task that does not fall into these narrow categories gets delegated and outsourced. The average person looks at a wealthy businessman and sees very strange behaviors and habits. He sees a chauffeur to drive him around, a private chef to cook, a concierge to shop, and even takes a private jet on occasion. Clearly a spoiled and entitled fat cat. What most don't get, however, is that while these are certainly luxuries, they are also time-saving techniques. So the businessman can focus on what is important, which is business or friends and family, and not be distracted by the daily tasks of living or getting around. While we can't all hire chefs, concierges, and chauffeurs, we can all reevaluate our relationship with time and waste far less of it on pointless actions or activities that don't enrich our lives or that leave us a penny wise but a dollar foolish. Habit number 3. They prefer to be informed versus entertained. Most people prefer to fill up their spare time with entertainment such as television, video games, watching sports, reading adventure or romance novels, listening to music, or going to the movies. Wealthy and successful people, unless they own a sports team, generally do not engage in lengthy watching of sports or television, and when they do watch something or read, they lean toward informative content such as biographies, history, or financial education, subjects that expand their knowledge. While there's nothing inherently wrong with consuming a measured amount of mass-market entertainment, it does come down to usage of time. The average American watches just over 5 hours of TV per day, time that could be spent more productively in pursuit of education or developing a side business. Mass media is often called escapism entertainment, but it begs the question, what are you escaping from? If there is some aspect of your life you want to change, wouldn't time be better spent trying to fix this as opposed to just escaping? Habit number 4. They understand the difference between assets and liabilities. This observation is all about economics, and it's a pretty important one. Understanding the difference between assets that provide current and future economic benefits and liabilities that create current and future economic obligations makes a world of difference in day-to-day economic decisions. The practical meaning of benefits and obligations is that assets provide cash inflow, in other words, cash into your pocket, while liabilities create cash outflow or into the pocket of creditors. The wealthy and successful try to build a network of appreciating assets that provide cash flows such as businesses, stocks that pay dividends, royalty streams, owning rental property, and others. Any depreciating assets such as business equipment, company and personal cars, and other such liabilities are preferably leased to avoid the large cash outlay and to write off the expense. Any liabilities like credit cards are either avoided altogether or paid down as soon as possible. This is quite the opposite of many regular people who indulge in buying liabilities like cars, TVs, or vacations, usually on credit, and do not work on building multiple layers of assets that will provide future income streams. Habit number 5. They have extensive liquid savings. Many people understand the importance of having savings, but not always for the right reasons. The main reason, of course, is that you need some money as a rainy day fund for when you have unexpected expenses or if you lose your job. The savings will ensure that you don't use expensive credit in these circumstances. The wealthy and successful adhere to this idea as well, but they use savings in a different way too. The second approach has to do with the cyclical nature of the economy, real estate, the stock market, and just about everything else. When an asset they want is attractively priced due to being in the lower end of the price cycle, they jump in, deploy their savings, and acquire it, sometimes at a steep discount. This targeted acquisition is not possible if you don't have significant liquid capital lying around, and this is something that just about anyone can take advantage of by making saving and investing a priority. Habit number 6. They understand the importance of health. Health, it is said, is the ultimate wealth, and along with time, cannot be purchased with any amount of money if it runs out. The wealthy and successful value exercise and good diet far more than the general population, and also indulge in far less self-destructive habits like drinking, smoking, and drugs. The anecdotal reason for this is that the wealthy and successful want more healthy years to not only earn more, but also more time to enjoy their money. Of all the items on this list, this one should really be emulated by everyone the most. Habit number 7. They do not gamble. Gambling by definition means leaving things to chance, and that is fundamentally something wealthy and successful people do not do. They also understand the mathematical odds very well and realize that lotteries are nothing more than an idiot tax, and that Vegas didn't become the glitzy city that it is by always letting gamblers win. Money spent in those pursuits is better allocated to saving or investing. Gambling also refers to risk-taking, and wealthy and successful people prefer to always take calculated risks after evaluating every situation and never leave things to blind chance. Habit number 8. They never give up in pursuit of a worthwhile goal. Many wealthy and successful people have failed, some more than once, while building a business. Each time they got up, dusted themselves off, analyzed what went wrong, adjusted their strategy, and tried again with a different approach until success was achieved. These individuals have a clearly defined goal that they pursue with great determination, and this is something we could all do in our own pursuits. Habit number 9. They wake up early. This habit is more of a personal taste. Some of us are morning people, and some are grumpy all the way until late breakfast. Anecdotally at least, it seems that many wealthy and successful individuals wake up earlier than the average person, sometimes up to 3 hours before any work commences in order to exercise, plan their day, or work on a business idea. Of course, this goes hand in hand with going to bed a bit earlier as well, because you still need about 6 to 7 hours of sleep. When asked about their sleep and wake time, most successful entrepreneurs and business people quote an 11 p.m. to 12 midnight bedtime and waking at 6 a.m., 7 days per week, 365 days per year. Habit number 10. They understand the value of people skills. Wealthy and successful people usually have a keen understanding of people skills, even if a few eccentric billionaires don't quite pull it off. Even those that seem awkward in public still understand the value of networking among other successful individuals, as well as the value of controlling your emotions and speaking less and listening more. These folks also often try to seek out others who project a positive vibe and outlook on life and try to avoid toxic relationships. Habit number 11. They value mentors and advisors. Wealthy and successful people are not afraid to reach out for help, as they know their area of expertise and when they stray outside their knowledge zone. They seek out mentors and value their suggestions. Likewise, all successful people have numerous professional advisors, as they realize that so much of business and wealth creation and preservation is intimately tied in with the law and taxes. Having a great lawyer, accountant, financial advisor, and estate planner is not a luxury but a necessity. Whatever fees these professionals charge gets offset by the value they can bring to a complicated business or tax situation. Habit number 12. They understand that money is plentiful. Some people think that there's only a finite supply of money in the world and it is a zero-sum game. They think that if a few billionaires make their billions, there's less left over for the rest, therefore you probably won't make much. This sort of bizarre thinking is completely wrong. There is always more money out there to be made by delivering a product or service. New value is created all the time and the money supply grows accordingly. Someone else's success and wealth merely points to the fact that there's there's a market for whatever it is they do, and you could be the next millionaire if you can bring innovation into the market. Furthermore, except for those occasional times when banks tighten lending, there's always new investment capital available for worthwhile projects. Habit number 13. They deliver value and innovation, not chase money. Finally, there's one more distinct difference between those that crack the code to wealth and those that haven't. The vast majority of people ask, how do I make money, or how do I get rich? But this thinking is completely backwards, putting the cart before the horse. The real question to ask is, what sort of value or innovation can I bring to as many people as possible? Once that is figured out, money will follow. It's as simple as that. Society will reward you if you deliver something that is useful to many people. The true entrepreneur doesn't start with thoughts of the money they will make, they start with what they can give to the world, and this is the true path to riches. So these are the essential observations that are commonly brought up in self-help seminars, books, and websites on wealth and success, and they originate from many interviews with successful people. Take them for what they are, just observations. Not all successful people necessarily adhere to all of these, but such a large majority state that they do, that it is worth studying these habits, which upon reflection seem to be good advice, and in many cases just plain old common sense. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming financial investing videos such as this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.